Hi Technical Comprehension. This will be your fourth Mastery Skills video. I hope these are helpful to you. I am doing them for a couple of reasons. First, to re-emphasize the concepts of the skills, something I would normally do in class with you. This is just giving me an opportunity to kind of go over the skills one more time with you, since I can't obviously do that with you face to face. And then secondly, to kind of boost your Mastery Skills score, since we know this is a big chunk of your grade, and since I'm not there to give you that extra support, hopefully these videos are allowing you to go in and kind of help your overall Mastery Skills. Now, if you've done poorly on, and I'm going to go ahead and get in, if you've done poorly on any of the skills that I've already done a video on, which you can see I already have 3 videos in here, and they're always going to be right above the skill that is being discussed. So supporting details, drawing conclusions, and implied main idea. If you did poorly on one of those, odds are I went in and I cleared your attempt so that you can go back in and retake it and help your overall score. So today we're going to be in patterns of organization. This is going to be a chapter 8 concept that the video starting on Monday, March 30th for week 11 will start to introduce. So depending on when you're watching this video, you may have already heard about it or you will hear about it. So I thought it was timely to go ahead and get this skill video recorded, since this is going to be week 11 material. So I'm going to go into post test 1. All right, continue. You can see I had previously started another video, so that's why you'll see a couple of these questions already answered. So let's get started. Question 1. Patterns of organization are the way the author arranges the main idea in a paragraph. Well, that is false. The main idea can certainly help you figure out the potential pattern, but patterns are the way that the details are organized. So you look at your main idea, and then how are those details? How are they supporting the main idea? Are they using cause and effect to support the main idea? Are they using compare contrast to support the main idea? So the way this question is worded, it is false, which ties very closely into question 2. When determining the overall pattern of organization, you need to focus on the main idea and major details. There we go. That's true. So it's not just main idea alone. You're looking at those details as well, and that can help you figure out what the pattern is. So number 2 is true. Okay, question 3. Comparison pattern shows how things are different. Now at first, we think, oh, comparison, compare, contrast. But they're just focusing on compare right now. Compare means alike. Compare means alike, not different. That's contrast. And even though they're grouped together, we're going to say that that is false, because comparison alone is how things are similar, not how they're different. Number 4, the process pattern describes things that are repeatable, such as the stages of growth in a living organism. So this is weirded a little awkwardly, but it is true. Process is how something works, how the process of something works. So I mentioned in my chapter 8 video how like a life cycle occurs, like following directions, a manual, those kind of things. That's what the process is. So that is true. Number 5, in the space order pattern, details are arranged according to where things are located. Absolutely. Space is where things are located in physical space. That is true. All right, question 6. So now we have an actual selection we're going to use to answer the rest of the questions. At 23 years old, the youngest member of the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team was also the young woman with the most wins ever. Out of all 400 games that Maya Moore played well in high school, she won 97% of them. She also won 3 high school titles. Later, while in college, she was twice voted National Player of the Year with 2 NCAA championships. At the University of Connecticut, she earned the WNBA crown as the league's Rookie of the Year twice. Her college team had a 90-game winning streak. Her talent and dedication brought her to London for the women's U.S. Olympic team, where in August 2012, they won 5 gold medals. Teammates describe her as an extraordinary person, humble and giving. So hopefully you saw a couple things as I was reading that. So I know some maybe numbers and dates stuck out to you. So what is the main idea? So if we look, we know we're talking about Maya Moore. This one doesn't even mention her name. This one is a detail. So we're back up to here. And again, detail. This is the best capture for the main idea. It's just basically has one of our cheat words in there too. Several medals, many titles. It really does summarize the paragraph. So that's our main idea. Question 7, it wants to know, what are the details of the paragraph describing? So what are they describing? Well, as I said, as I read, hopefully you picked out, we have at 23 years, we have 3 high school titles, later than in college, and then we have 2012. They are definitely giving us some time order in regard to her basketball career, the things that she's kind of checking off in her progression as a player. So that is time order. So keep that in mind. That's going to help us for question 8. Transitions that help us identify the fact that this is time order. I mentioned a couple of them already right here. The words later, while, in, and August, and the year. Those are time order. Those are all answering the question of when something occurred. Question number 9. What is the relationship within the following sentence? She also won 3 high school titles. Well, the clue word right here is also, and we typically use also when we are adding on. So there was a sentence before this, and it was kind of adding on. She also did this. So that's an addition relationship. And then question 10, we look at this. She also won 3 high school titles. Later, while in college, she was twice voted National Player of the Year with 2 NCAA championships. So we're talking about high school to college. This is another example of time order, showing how things progress throughout her time as a basketball player. Okay, so that is post-test number 1 for patterns of organization. I hope this was helpful, and I will be back with another video fairly soon, hopefully.